Good morning, guys. Here we are, three idiots, back to our second video. Our first video was our introduction. Hope you guys liked it. I don't know. I think it wasn't very good because it was an introduction. We're new on YouTube. So, as I said you, that we're going to bring a books review or just a reading, we can say. So, I have got a book and it is Goosebumps Horrorland, Who's Your Mummy by R.L. STINE. So, we're going to start with the first chapter. Who is your mummy? The first chapter's that was the name. Alright, now let's start. I knew Granny Wee wasn't feeling well, but I didn't know how ill she was. And of course, I didn't know that she was about to send my brother Peter and me on the most terrifying trip of our life. In 1 week, Peter and I would be listening to the frightening moans of ancient mummies and covering our ears against their ugly chants. But today, we were in Granny V's living room, running and ducking behind the furniture, laughing and shouting, "Hey!" I let out a scream as a cold blast of water hit my forehead. Peter laughed. "Nice move, Abby. You walked right into it." I growled and dropped to my knees behind the green corduroy sofa. I wiped the water off my face, then I checked out the tank on my water blaster. Still half full. I leaned forward, tensed, and waited my finger on the plastic trigger. Peter was hiding behind the flowery orange and yellow curtains. I could see his white trainers poking out from the bottom. I waited, and let go a long, full blast the second he smacked down. It smacked him in the chest and soaked the front of his t-shirt. He stumbled back to the video. His blaster sent a wild spray towards the ceiling. "Are you two having fun?" We both turned to see Granny V step into the room. She waved her black cane in the air. "Is it my mistake?" she asked. I thought I was in the living room, but I seemed to have wandered into a water park. Peter stepped away from the window and lowered his head. "Sorry," he muttered. "I brushed my wet hair out of my eyes, and my hair is long and black and very straight. My best feature. I don't like having it soaked." I picked up my water bottle from the coffee table and took a long drink. "I begged you not to use those water guns in the house," Granny V said, peering at us through her thick, square-framed glass. "Sorry," Peter repeated. I did one of the famous long-distance water spits and showered at the back of his neck. He let out a skip and jumped under the mile. "I win," said, pumping my fist high above the head. "Abby, you're a cheater," Granny V said, unable to keep a straight face. "She thinks I'm a riot. Cheaters never quit, and a quitter never cheats," Granny V said. It was one of her favorite sayings. "It isn't funny," Peter grumbled. He pulled the soaked t-shirt off, bailing it up angrily, and tossed at me. Peter has long, straight black hair too. He's as skinny as a broom and handle and short. He's 2 years younger than me, but he looks like he is 7 or 8. Granny V says she can't understand why he doesn't grow more, since he eats enough for 10 kids. I'm nearly a foot taller than he is, which gives me a real advantage in a water blaster battles. I don't think he's ever won, especially when I use my spectacular water spitting skills against him. Peter stuck out his tongue out at me. Then he stormed out of the room. He's a sore loser. "Come sit down, Abby." Granny V waved me to the sofa. I noticed that she was leaning more heavily on her cane than usual. Her hair had stayed shiny and black, but that day I saw long grey streaks poking through, and her skin was very pale, so tight I could see her cheekbones underneath. She lowered herself behind me and squeezed my hand. Her hand was ice cold. "I need to talk to you," she said. She looked down at the floor. "I haven't been feeling well." Those words sent a shock down the back of my neck. I guess Granny V is the only family Peter and I have. We've been living with Granny V since we were little. If anything happened to her, she kept her gaze on the floor. I saw her shoulders tremble. She was always powerhouse in the family. Suddenly, she looked so frail. I'm going to check into the hospital for some tests, she said softly. Tests? I cried. What kind of tests? She squeezed my hand. It'll be okay. Her voice was a whisper. But what about Peter and me? She turned to look out at me. I have a nice plan for you, she said. The two of you are going to stay with your Uncle Jonathan. I blinked. Who? Your Uncle Jonathan. He hasn't seen you since you were a baby, she smiled. It's fun, you'll see. Where does he live? I asked. He lives in an old house in a tiny village in Vermont called Cranford, Kennedy said. It'll be a big change from Boston for you. I think you'll both find it very interesting. My heart was pounding. There were a million questions I wanted to ask, but I couldn't get them out. Jonathan can't wait to see you, Granny said. I sent him pictures of you and people. He was thrilled. She saw the look of my face. You like him, Abby. He's a very interesting man. And besides, it's only for 2 weeks. But I'm worried for you, Granny V, I said. Why are you sending us away to a faraway village? Shouldn't Peter and I stay close? She squeezed the handle of her cane. Her hand was so small and white. Your mobile will work in Jonathan's village, she said. We'll talk all the time. I'm sure it'll be fine. But it wasn't fine. It wasn't fine at all. Alright guys, that was the video for today. Hope you like it. Please subscribe to our channel, 3 Idiots. Bye bye.